What is going on, everybody? TD Presents here, back again with episode 2 of my career. In the last episode we left off, you guys saw I signed with the San Antonio Spurs for about 40 games in the season, just a bit before the All-Star break. So it's going to take some time to get settled in, but I'm definitely excited to be playing with all of these players: Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Leonard, Tony Parker, Marco Bellinelli, Splitter, Boris Diaw, Vince Carter. The list goes on and on. I couldn't be happier, but there is a few things that I wish I could have did different. You guys know sometimes when you pick a point guard, if he's tall enough, he'll play shooting guard. The last time I did a 6'5" point guard, I played shooting guard. And the reason why I wanted to do a point guard was because if you choose a pass first point guard, usually they're better at passing. But now in a couple of games, you guys are going to see they do have me starting over Tony Parker, which really doesn't make sense to me because you guys know in real life all the time Manu Ginobili comes off the bench, so it'd make more sense for Tony Parker to start the point guard, me to start at the shooting guard, and Manu Ginobili to come off the bench. But for some reason, in 2K's world, that 2K logic, they want me starting over Tony Parker. They want to cut his minutes in half, but they still want Manu Ginobili averaging 40 minutes a game. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to have to make it the best I can. I don't know, maybe there's something I can do to get them to change their mind. But anyways, let's just get into it. You see me throwing a lob to Leonard right here, my player. He's still a pretty low overall. I want to say he's a 65, 66. Right now my ball handling is really well. My passing is really well. You guys know I modeled my player after Pete Maravich. I'm actually thinking about making his stats pretty identical. You guys know in my team, Maravich has 75 3-point shooting. I was thinking about doing the same thing like that. Tell me what you guys think, because I know a lot of times you guys are like, don't make them overpowered. We don't enjoy seeing you score 40 points a game. So I'm thinking about maybe maxing out my 3-point shot at 75 and then maybe having some stats better than Pistol Pete. But as you guys know, is my team version only an 84 overall. So tell me if that seems like a pretty good idea to you guys. At first, I'm kind of going to struggle. And I'm not going to struggle too much because you guys can see here, I almost have a double-double, 9 points, 14 assists. So I'm definitely not struggling, but there's not too much scoring on. I'm not making too many dramatic plays. And you can see now we're up 5 with 40 seconds remaining, and I end up missing the second free throw. But you know, everything seems all good. I'm guarding Anthony Morrow, and it has me switch to Tyreke Evans. So when I went over to guard him, Anthony Morrow hits a 3. Now I'm calling for the ball. I'm wide open, and for some reason when I get the ball, I must have been tapping A too much. I pass it right to Tyreke Evans, and he slams it down. So they end up scoring 5 quick points, end up tying the game at 89 apiece. Now I get double teamed. I find Leonard. He gets a good look at the hoop, but he ends up missing the fadeaway jumper. So with 11.5 seconds remaining, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I just blow this game? My debut is going to be completely ruined. Anthony Davis finds Evans. Evans goes underneath, back to Davis. Oh my goodness. So with 2.5 seconds remaining, I call for the ball up top. They didn't give it to me, and then when I cut to the hoop, they did pass it to me, and I end up missing the game-tying shot. I don't know. I need to get used to this my career thing. I go out, first game, completely cost my team the game. But it wasn't all bad. After the game, I got notified. Dime Magazine put me on the front cover. You see it there, The Truth. And then the next game, I'm in the starting lineup at center. 2K, I'm telling you. At least I'm not starting over Tony Parker, but I'm starting at center against the Utah Jazz. You see Ginobili, very crafty player, a series of moves gets him to the basket, but they treated me like I was a center. When I was up top, they would not give me the ball. If I called for it, they didn't want to give it to me. But whenever I went in the post, there's my 6'5" self. They're trying to post me up against a 7-footer in Cantor. And you can see with about 3 seconds left in the first half, I pick up the ball, throw it to the big man for 3. They say bad pass selection, but how can you say that? Because he knocks down his first 3-pointer of the season. So a tough loss to the New Orleans Pelicans, and now we're losing to the Utah Jazz. This can't be happening. I come out in the second half. They finally had me at point guard, and it was my time to take over. I need to start making some plays. I find Duncan on the pick and roll. Now we're on the fast break, and look at Timmy D running the floor, looking like his young self. He's always so good late in the season, in the playoffs, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to give them another scorer, another playmaker, so we can win some more championships for Tim Duncan, for Vince Carter. You can see here off the pick and roll, hitting that pull-up jumper, and it's a ton of fun playing with this team. We don't get out in the fast break too much, but when we do, It's definitely exciting. You see Leonard here. I was calling for the ball. Why isn't he passing to me? I guess that's why. Him and Vince Carter, they still throw down some pretty sick dunks. So when we have a lineup of me, Vince Carter at the 2, and Leonard at the 3, we really get up and down the court. And then once we have a lineup of me, Ginobili, and Carter, we kind of slow things down, work it through Tim Duncan, work it through Splitter. So we pretty much can play any style of basketball. Our defense is so well too in the half court. And you see me running that pick and roll a ton with Tim Duncan, but I'm kicking it out to Leonard for 3. And he was on fire this game. I believe he was 6 of 6 from 3 at that point in the game. And now I'm schooling Cantor, making him go the other way, finishing with the left hand. And with about 35 seconds remaining, we're in the same exact position as we were last game. And I kick it out to Ginobili out of the double team. He ends up hitting the dagger, and we go on to win the game. You see me celebrating with my new teammates. I get some more gameplays coming very soon. I'm TD Presents, and I'm signing out.
How did it feel putting on that new uniform tonight? Has it even sunk in that you're playing for a new team now?
It was beautiful, man. I was so ready to get out of this situation I was in before that anything would look better. But things have exceeded my expectations here already. The guys all seemed really happy to have me on board, and I feel like they already understand the way I like to play the game. We have a chance to do something really special here, and I'm just glad to have gotten it started.
That was a pretty slick move, leaving your agent at home like I asked. Thanks. Now, you know who I am. You know that I represent the best of the best in the league. The fact that you're here means that you've been playing so good that you're on my radar now.
Yeah, I've been putting in that work, you know. It's good to see it finally pay off.
Absolutely. So look, I'm going to give it to you straight. You could be the next big thing in this league, but you need to bring your game to the next level off the court.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, all right? So don't take this personally. The guy you have representing you, he's an amateur. He's in way over his head. Bottom line, you sign with our agency, we take you to that next level.
I don't know, man. Me and my agent have been friends a long time.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, he's doing all right.
Hey, listen, personally, I like the guy. He's one of the nicest guys in the business. He's a straight shooter, he's well-meaning, but the problem is he gets clobbered in negotiations, and he can't help it. He doesn't have the same staff and same connections and easy hookups that I have. And that means that you're missing out on getting paid what you deserve to get paid.
I don't know, I'm not feeling that, man. I mean, we've had lots of opportunities so far.
I'm sorry. No offense, but you're talking Bush League there, okay? You're talking dimes for dollars. Has he gotten you in the room with the big dogs? Adidas, Nike, Jordan, Gatorade?
I mean, yeah, we talked to some of them for sure.
I don't talk. I close.
Yeah, you're throwing a big game right now. You got any guarantees?
I'm a man of my word. Listen, kid. You are on the verge of being a real star. You deserve to be represented like one.